guys. Who's going to Isla Morada?
Have you been down
No.
there?
Heard about it.
By-weekend birthday trip.
Oh, wow.
You've been to the
You're not
Keys,
1 week
haven't
at a
you?
time.
I have not been to the Keys yet.
No.
No.
We do a class trip down there.
Class trip.
Yes.
Sure, we can all go.
Well, as we make plans for that, I was going to ask you,
Good segue, Barry.
Fuller, Fuller,
Not very
Parker, Malcolm Brown, Dieter.
So you're gonna
Any
ask
of
what
those
the
four
topic
you think will be out there today? Fuller, Parker, Malcolm Brown, Dieter.
Dieter will be out there. Dieter will be. He'll return to practice today. The rest of that group, they will not be out there. All getting closer, just not quite there yet.
And Will Parks, just the thinking behind adding him, what skills do you like?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously has some experience in this league. Free safety, strong safety, kicking game. Opportunity to add him to the roster, take a look at him. We've got some guys banged up. That played a role in it as well. But, we feel like, I've watched him, over the years and had an opportunity to have him join our team. And we'll see what it looks like.
Well, when you watch Cam Newton, do you feel like there's any rust or anything from his time off, or is he kind of just picked up where?
I think he's picked up where, the same player he's been, dynamic. Obviously, as a runner, but also as a thrower, I think that kind of gets pushed to the side. I mean, he can throw the football. He's had a lot of production throwing the football in this league. They've got good receivers. They got good O-line. They got good scheme, good backs, obviously. But he's a very good player in this league. Can still make a lot of plays. This will definitely be a big challenge for us.
Probably helps that you faced him just last year. Also came into the season probably with some idea that you would face him in different circumstances.
We've got history with him. We have history with a number of players that we play against. But the same problems are there. As a runner, as a throwing the football, this is definitely going to be a game about communication and playing disciplined football. But it's not just Cam. I mean, McCaffrey's a great player. Moore, Robbie Anderson takes the top off the field. Ian Thomas is a very good blocking tight end. Tremble, good young tight end as well. I mean, he got a good O-line. So it's not just one player. It's their offense, and their offense, their defense, their special teams, and we have to play a good complementary game in all phases, which starts in practice.
What have you noticed about the Panthers pass rush?
It's very good. I think defensively they're fast. Burns, Reddick, Shaq Thompson, Derek Brown. I mean, they got players everywhere. So it's a very good defense. They're well coached. They're well coached. Rule, Snow, Joe Brady. I mean, they got a good coaching staff. Chase. So I mean, it's a good group, good staff. They're well coached, and they got good players. A lot of good players.
Brian Scarlett and Jamal Perry, are those season-ending deals at this point, or is it?
Yeah, unfortunately, Jamal, that's going to be season-ending. You hate when that happens. I mean, he's been a significant contributor to this team for 3 years, and he's been on the active this year. He was on the practice squad. He was back active this past weekend, and unfortunately, that'll be season-ending. Brennan, it'll be at least 3 weeks, and we'll kind of take it from there. I don't want to put a timeline on that one.
Anything you're particularly thankful for this holiday season?
I think we all have a lot to be thankful for. Thankful for my wife and my kids and my family. I think I'll take this time to just say that how thankful I am for my wife and really all the football wives. Throughout the league, whether it's high school, college, pros. Those women in our lives allow us to come in early, stay late, and do what we love to do. My wife in particular has done a great job raising our kids and taking care of our household. So I'm very thankful for her. I'm also thankful for all the other wives who allow their husbands to come hang out with me and, coach some ball, and they kind of take care of things. So very thankful for them. I'm thankful to be a part of this organization. Thankful for our support staff. I think we have a great staff, from the medical to nutrition to equipment to you name it, IT, video. I think a lot of great people here. So I'm thankful to work with all of them. And I'm thankful for the Dolphin fans and just the community here and their support of our team.
It's your third Thanksgiving week as a head coach. How unique is this week as far as, the players deserve friends and family and that outside thing, but also keeping the team on track? You're looking very little margin for error here. So how do you balance that? Have you got that down to a science?
No, I don't think anything's down to science in this league. I think, it's the same for everyone else. I think that's it. We're all kind of, dealing with the same schedule. Aside from the teams that actually play on Thanksgiving, but we know that there's going to be family in town. We know that there's going to be added distraction. So what I try to do is just get our guys to, when they're here, let's focus in. I understand that. Parents are here, brothers are here, family members are in town, and they want to spend time with them as they should. This is, people who are important to our players, and those people are important to them, and I want them to spend that time. I think that has a lot to do with, those relationships outside the building, are a part of the reason why we get production on the field. It's a whole different kind of thought process, but I want them to spend that time with them. But at the same time, when we're in here, when you're putting time in to focus on the Carolina Panthers, let's devote, time to do that and get prepared the way, prepare well so that we can have the results we're looking for.
Question on Zach Seiler. What are some of the things that you think make him effective against the run?
I think he's tough. He's strong at the point of attack. Plays very good fundamentals and technique. Hand placement, footwork, locking guys out, gives him an opportunity to, see where the ball carriers are, and then he does a good job of releasing and making plays. So. And he works hard at that, really on a daily basis. He's the first guy out there hitting the sleds, and he's improved really every day since he's been here. But there's a desire there as well that I don't think you can really kind of quantify that, and that's I think I would say that's probably the number one thing that he has that allows him to make some of the plays you're talking about.
Brian, when a team when things aren't going well for a team, there's that notion to put the nose to the proverbial grindstone and all those cliches. When things are going well, how do you keep that same edge? How do you not get lost in 3-0 the last 3 games and get away from the things that help you be 3-0 in those 3 games?
I like to take the same approach really every day. Which is just trying to get better and improve. And I think that's the most important thing. And try to let the results take care of themselves as long as, the preparation is where you want it to be. The execution and practice, that we're doing everything we can possibly do to get the results we want. That's kind of the mindset we're looking for. I don't really get into, hey, it's, losing streak, winning streak, momentum, not having momentum. I think I try to, stay the same, either way, and I try to, that's the message I give to the players. But, there's always, I think there's emotions involved with winning and losing. And you try to build on, the winning, and you try to learn from the mistakes and adversity of not having success. So I think in both instances, there's an opportunity to motivate.
there something you really liked, or something maybe that's different about, other than execution and those things, about the way your defense has played, though, in these 3 games? Like, you've given up some yards. It hasn't been like all 3 and outs, but you're not giving up points. Like, in the ultimate moments, they found a way to get off the field. Is that simply execution, or is there something that's really stood out from that unit?
I think, execution is definitely a part of it. I think, communication is a part of it. I think putting in extra time, meeting together more is a part of it. And I think practice execution becomes game reality. I think that's a big part of it as well.
And what can you tell us about your Thanksgiving tomorrow? Are you gonna be spending it at home? Are you gonna be eating, cooking? What kind of, you're Latino, what kind of special food? I expect you like some flavor.
Yeah, I like flavor for sure. I'll be home probably a little later than my wife wants me to be, but I'll be home. But we're the normal turkey, ham, greens, macaroni and cheese, yams. My wife makes a lot of desserts, so maybe we'll have some guys come by for some dessert. They probably won't come by though. So the offer's there for the players. Is that?
Like mac and cheese. There's a lot of blasphemy going around about this dish on the internet right now.
Yeah, I'm not really on the internet, so I don't know. I like mac and cheese. Is what?
It's average, like a throwawayable
Matt
dish.
Judon said yesterday, take mac and cheese off of the menu. Take it off the menu. It's a terrible side. No one should be eating mac and cheese.
Who said that?
Matt Judon.
Well, everyone's got their own opinion.
Do you have a controversial food take? You could make some news.
Controversial food?
Food take, yeah.
For Thanksgiving or just in general?
Let's go Thanksgiving.
No, I think it's all good.
Let's go in general.
Brian, I think you got one, just to get back on track.
Yeah.
I think you have one.
Hold on, Baylor's about to tell us he puts ketchup on hot dogs or something. Come on.
I think you have one open spot on the 53. Is this going to be a tough call for you and Chris? Are you looking potentially for another edge guy like a Beagle to replace what Scarlett gave you? What's sort of the thought process this week with you and Chris on that?
Yeah, we're going to sign Beagle today. Yeah.
So he'll be on the 53.
Yes.
Terrific. And is he, I know his injury, especially the one last year, it's sometimes tough to come back from. Does it look to you like he's regained physically what he showed in 2019?
Yes. I think he's moving around well. I think he's brought a lot of juice energy to practice. We brought him up a couple times. We'll sign him to the active today.
Right. Talking about family as we have been this morning, I've wondered, in the role that you're in, obviously you spend a ton of time in this building.
Mm-hmm.
How do you balance that with, I know being a father is very important to you. How do you balance those two?
I think, when I'm home, I try to be present with my kids. So it's not, when I'm there, I try to throw the football around, play baseball, run around with them as best I can. I think that's the most important thing. I don't want to go home and then watch more film. I don't do that. But I think, all coaches kind of deal with that same, wanting to spend time with the family, knowing it's important, very important, but also, doing what we love, coaching and spending time with, our other kids, which are the players in the locker room. I think, it's not easy, but, I try my best to, FaceTime as much as I can and, make the parent-teacher conferences, even if it's over Zoom. And, it's not perfect, but, I work hard at it. And, you always want to spend more time and get that done in the off season.
I can't imagine what the teachers think when the Dolphins head coach pops up as...
I'm just a dad in those instances. I'm not. That's what I am. And I think when I go home, I try to just be a dad. It's no, you know, I'm just a dad. You know, the head coaching thing doesn't really matter in those moments. My daughter sure doesn't care. You know, it's just go get me this. All right, I'm going to get it, and that's kind of how that works. So I'm just a dad.
Genuinely curious, do you watch football on Thanksgiving Day like the rest of us?
Yeah, I mean, I pop it on. You know. And, you know, end the halves. I like to watch end of half situation, end of game situations. You know, red flags, timeouts, just kind of. That interests me. So, all right, thanks, guys.